Hello friends, and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. Today we're going to be looking at sexy hiking, and I say that apprehensively because if you know this game, you'll know it's a little infamous for being a bit ridiculous. And I'm not going to apologize because this game's just crazy, and I was thinking recently that, Indie Impressions started out looking at a lot of really weird games, and I've gotten a little bit more into the more mainstream, not so weird, not mainstream, in terms of, like, big release or anything, but more mainstream indie games, I should say. So today we're going to look at something that's very far off the beaten path and very ridiculous, and I hope this goes on for a very long time, because this game is just freaking weird. So yeah, you can see a couple of different titles here. We've got, Sexy Hiking in black, which is the actual title, and then underneath that it says, I got the sexiest hand. Cool. Let's play. Alright, so this is our guy. He reminds me a little bit of Roger Klotz from Doug. Mostly the nose, I think. He's got some really cool legs. They move around. And I've got this 3D rendered-ish hammer. Oh, I also didn't point out how cool it is to have the MIDI X-Files theme song playing at the beginning. This game is very epic music, I have to give it that. So yeah, the graphics look like shit, but that's the way this game is, that's fine. The gameplay comes in the absolutely ridiculous premise that in order to win this game, we need to use this hammer as if it had actual pretty realistic physics, kind of. I know, that's sort of a weird thing to say, but the end of this hammer you can use to basically grapple yourself and pull yourself up things. So I played this for like 45 minutes, I don't know what I was thinking. I got kind of, not good at it, but like okay at it. And this guy's just ridiculous, and we're gonna get him to the end of this level as far as I can tell. As far as I can envision, I guess. So the first challenge was get over this stupid tree, and then you're going to learn how to deal with weird surfaces like this, where you don't really have a way to jump, and perhaps this is a little too high for me to reach. So all I'm doing to control this is just arrow keys and move the mouse around, and I'm not even clicking on anything. So the deal here is you got to use this to smack into the ground just right, so you can just sort of throw yourself up into the air. And if you do it just right, you should be able to hook your hammer on the edge of that tinier block. It's hard to do that, though, because the controls, they're weird. And as well as being weird, they're a little laggy. I mean, not like it's really the game's fault, but like the speed with which you can move the mouse is much faster than the speed with which this image of the hammer moves around. So, yeah, you gotta get good at that. And it might look like I'm not trying, but I actually kind of am. I'm just failing a bit. The objective here is smack the ground, and then, there we go, hook the edge, and hope you don't fall back off, because then you gotta do it again. So this ridiculous head up here, this is the goal. This is our checkpoint, and I gotta be careful not to smack these walls too much, because if I do, I'm just gonna throw myself back off. If I just gently get myself up this edge, I should be able to hook over this edge, yep. And grab the end.
Well done!
Awesome. So, I'm sure a few people that have seen this game before may have never seen this level, because just getting to the second level is almost hard enough. This is as far as I was able to make it. I got up this side of this cliff, but I didn't make it all the way. This game's really hard. And in a way that I don't think I've hardly had any other game be hard. I mean, it's primarily just from the difficult controls. And, of course, the insane premise with which you're trying to climb this mountain. But I will give it to the dev. I mean, this type of hiking is pretty sexy. I won't disagree. I don't know if he has the sexiest hand. I can't really vouch for that. I haven't met this guy. Jazz UO, or however you prefer it said. So if I wiggle myself a little too hard here, I'm going to end up glitching through the ground, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's fine, because I made it up this edge. Now very carefully I have to grab, not the higher one, because that'll force me to fall, the lower gap. And whoa. Okay. I very carefully want to make my way over. And if I can land, alright, we're good. Now I gotta grab into this one. This one will also be pretty high potential for falling off. Alright, we're almost up. Now, I don't know how I'm supposed to grab this next edge right here. I was tempted to fling myself and hope I can shoot myself up high enough to get the hammer over it. But as it stands, my invisible Rayman arms aren't long enough to get my feet over this edge, and if I try to land on that edge, I will fall off every time, there's no doubt. At least that's been my experience. Maybe I'm wrong. So I have to do something like a little flip and then grab. I have to hope that I can flip high enough and not smack that block with the hammer again. Whoa, I actually did it. I can't believe it. Alright, I think this is the highest I've made it so far, so I'm very glad that I've gotten this on camera. I'm sure there will be plenty of traps and tricks to mess me up. I feel like if I fall here, though, I might not fall all the way back down, which is the other thing that kind of pisses me off about this. Most of the time when you fall all the way, and right now I'm hovering over nothing, so I need to... Oh, crap! Gracefully not fall. Alright, maybe I can get up into this corner more. No. I think I gotta do the same move again, unfortunately. It's trying to train me. Oh, crap. I'm done. Oh, maybe not. Alright. I'm safe-ish. Don't fall. Don't fall. Man, when I go hiking next time, I want to bring a hammer with me and some white gloves and see what I can do with this. I live in a very mountainous area. I imagine I could really make some good work of trying to climb these things with this hammer. Life should always imitate art at all possible instances, especially if it results in fatalities. That's the best time for it to imitate everything. This is going to be really tough because this little groove that I got the hammer stuck in, I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to flip it over the top. I mean, maybe I just have to get really lucky and throw myself. Nope. Alright, I'm still in. Once I fall off this thing, it's pretty much over. I'm gonna have to start back at the beginning of this level again. But at least we've got some very suspenseful, exciting music. If I flip this thing wrong, I'm just gonna go flying in the wrong direction. It's gonna be done. Oh, I'm done. God damn. Alright, that's really unfortunate. So now I'm back to this point where I have to try and flip myself up. Nope. I swear to you, like, I was playing this last night, it was not this easy to get to this point. I actually spent a really long time on the ground, just trying to climb over that edge. I have no idea how long this game goes on either, but I hope it's extremely long, because this game is just the best ever. I should mention that this is free. That's kind of important, considering what it is. If I had to pay for this, I don't think I would be too thrilled. But as far as it stands for an absolutely insane, sort of, I don't want to say psychedelic, but like, just illogical, abstract, like, notebook doodle of a game, you could probably do worse. I'm not sure what level of infamy that this thing has accumulated so far, but I feel like it's got something going. Like, I feel like a few people have seen this before and mentioned it as on their high list of insane games. Oh, come on. See, the thing with the hammer is every time when it hooks stuff, it has a pretty high chance of just glitching the collision out. And sometimes you make a move that you think is the right move to make, but it's really not, because you just go flying in the wrong direction. Oh man, the music ended and that just made the collision break. I'm gonna guess this was made in Game Maker. I think the icon was that little red circle, which is usually indicative of a Game Maker game. I think if you're good enough, you should be able to just, like, hammer jump your way up this stuff by doing this. I'm not that good at that, though. You have to get the angle exactly right every time you do it. Alright. This has a chance. Lift it. Get in. No. Crap, I screwed it up. I shouldn't be over there. No! I feel like there might be something wrong with me if I find this amusing. I'm sure the commenters will agree. Oh man, have any of you guys actually gotten very far in this? I'm curious to know. If you've played this before, let me know in the comments if you can outperform what I've been doing so far in what I think is actually a pretty stellar run up the second level, despite setbacks that are quite numerous. Alright, we're making progress again. This is the hardest part. You gotta get this flip and then get back around. I'm really surprised I could do this even at all. You have to not get too attached to your progress either, because otherwise you're going to end up being very frustrated. If there was just a little bit more of like a slope, so I didn't have to fall back down to the beginning every single time, that would really help. Alright. Flip! No, he didn't jump at all. I guess I didn't do it fast enough or something. It's really interesting how some parts of this are 3D and other parts are not. I mean, they're not actually 3D, they're all sprites, but they're 3D sprites, like the hammer in the hands and the guy's feet have, like, lighting on them, and everything else does not. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe there is actually a reason for that. Maybe they are actually 3D, and that's how the collision is calculated, because I just sort of realized it would be really near impossible to get these sprites to have proper collision if the hammer hands were actually sprites. So maybe these are actual 3D objects. Okay, I think I'm at the point now where I'm starting to flounder. I'd really like to make it up to second level, because I want to know what happens after that. There was an instruction somewhere that said, like, hold left click to grab a rope. So I want to know what kind of crazy gameplay elements are going to be introduced as we get further on, and what kind of ropes we have to look forward to climbing. I would like a rope right now. To hang myself, maybe. Alright, let's... Oh, man! I'm sorry. I should not be getting this upset. This is just sexy hiking. It's the type of hiking that isn't really done too often anymore, and it should probably be celebrated for its overall sex appeal. I mean, if you saw this when you're out on a nice jog through the woods, just this bald-headed, giant-nosed, blue jeans wearing 3D shoes, legs guy just running up a hill or a mountain with a hammer, well, I know what I would do. I'd probably ask for his autograph, honestly, because it's not every day you see something like that. Alright, let's get around. No! Okay, wow, I saved myself. You also have to be very careful with the distance from the hammer that your mouse is. You can actually almost reel yourself in a little bit if you're really careful. Alright, this jump, man, this is the hardest part. No! I went in the wrong direction! No! How long am I going to keep doing this, really? Maybe one more try. It's just so sexy, I can't stop. I mean, sometimes I find games that are this absurd to just be oddly compelling, and I think this is a case when that is exactly what is going on. No! My hammer hands failed. Alright, I think I'm about done with sexy hiking for today. If you guys would like to see more absurd games like this, please let me know in the comments, and let me know if you've even heard of this one before, and what you thought of it. I understand some of you may think this is sort of a garbage episode. If you do, I'm sorry, I will make better ones. I just wanted to cover this game because it's sort of more directly to the spirit that Indie Impression started off at, and I wanted to get, you know, not get in touch, I wanted to rekindle the flame that started us with such games as Alex Adventure, just absolutely absurd games that you absolutely need to see Alex Adventure, by the way. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Especially if you're into really trippy, weird games. It's just like a straightforward platformer, but it's really abstract and very cool. So that video is available in the playlist, as are all of my Indie Impressions videos, which we are now, what is it, 113, 114, somewhere around there, deep, and I have still not missed a day. Still proud of that. And as always, you can always send me suggestions. I've had a few comments of people saying, oh, I didn't know you take suggestions. Yes, every day you may send me suggestions. I just want to preface that if you do send me suggestions, please have them be free games when possible. Otherwise, if you have a contact with the developer or can get me a review copy, that is much appreciated. As of right now, I make $0 off of this series, so spending money on games, as much as I love spending money on games, you know, I gotta eat too. And unfortunately I have to prioritize eating over games, at least some of the time. And right now I'm definitely in crunch mode when it comes to eating, so yeah, games really taking the back seat. Hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say here. So as far as Sexy Hiking, I think we are going to wrap this up for the second or third time now. Please head on over to facebook.com/indieimpressions, where I post every night's video. You will be able to stay up on what's going on with the channel. I post most updates over there as far as just, you know, if something's amiss or something has changed, or just general whatever's going on in my world. I also use Twitter quite a lot. My personal Twitter is @RockLeeSmile, and I have the show's one, which is @IndieImpressions. Feel free to send me any kind of comments, questions, concerns over my personal one, and follow the show's one, Indie Impressions, for exact times as to when I upload videos. They vary, not every day is the same time. I usually try and upload them in the evening. Some days, though, it is, I don't know, I have something to do maybe during the day, so I end up uploading them earlier in the morning to get that out of the way, so I don't have to be stressed about, like, getting home to upload later. Hopefully that makes sense to you as well. And I think that will wrap us up. We are done. Sexy Hiking is not going anywhere anytime soon, as far as I can tell. So, come say hi in the comments. I'm happy to hear from you, and I'm happy to have you on my channel. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow with another episode, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Say goodbye, Hammerman.